You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement that explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free.
Hey, welcome back to Vision 42. Season 2, episode number 4. I'm Kara Vibes. Sorry, I was actually looking up something on my phone. I'm bad at that sometimes. I also need to share this live. You guys go ahead, make sure you like, share, comment, and interact with us. Follow this live. We are continuing on the subject of religion and spirituality from last week. I have 2 of our guests from last week, Susan and Alicia. And then I also have a new guest, Tayamo Quickly. I'll be introducing him very soon. So we're really excited to get on here and dive deeper into this subject and just try and clarify a few things for some of you because I don't think that some people fully understand. And so I just want to get as much information to you guys so you guys can understand it as much as possible. So yeah, we're going to get into it. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to come in. I'm going to share this live, and then I'll introduce and bring on my first guest. I guess it would help if I turned my sounds down. Bear with me. So if you're just tuning in, please come in, join us, communicate with us, chat with us. We'll interact with you throughout the show. We are continuing on the subject of religion and spirituality. I'm just sharing the live. So bear with me. Almost done. Bear with me. Almost done. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on my first guest. Again, this is Vision 42, Season 2, Episode 4. We're talking about religion and spirituality. We ask that you join us with an open heart and open mind. And my first guest is Miss Alicia Kuhn. And give me 1 second. I'm sidetracked here, trying to get her bio pulled up. She is a born empath and psychic medium, and she's been reading and practicing for 4 years now. She can hear, see, smell, taste, and touch what spirits want. She does healing and prayer, and she's does medium readings for families of murder victims. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Alicia on. Hi, Alicia.
Hello. How are
Thank you
you?
for joining us again. Appreciate
How are
the show. I'm good. How are you doing?
you? Pretty good.
You ready to touch on some more deeper depths of this conversation today?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. We're not even going to chit chat like we did last time. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our next guest. Our next
All right.
is, if I can get to his bio. Ooh. Give me 1 second. Go back. Okay. Is Teyamo Quickly, and he is 25 years old. He has a 5-year-old daughter. He enjoys speaking, hiking, hanging out with his daughter, and helping people. He is a licensed barber, professional photographer, and a mentor to the youth. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Teyamo on. Hey, Teyamo, thank you for coming on today and talking about this subject with us. Appreciate
Yes,
you.
you're welcome. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
Good. How's life been treating you since Ohio Media School?
Fantastic. I mean, a lot of stuff changed, you know. I was gonna go into like the audio field and stuff like that, but I just like pictures and more like videography more. So I thought it'd be better.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I do it all, so I definitely
Yes,
can relate. But you really have to focus on one thing at a time in order to get down that first one.
Oh yeah.
So it is. So I understand. I'm gonna go ahead and bring on our next guest. Let me find her. Oh, I might have to scroll up just a tad. And my next guest is Susan Ward, the fabulous. She is a 35-year-old AR specialist at a mental health clinic. She's of Irish Protestant. She's an Irish Protestant, and she's pursuing school for demonology. And she's also an entrepreneur. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on Susan.
Hey
Susan.
guys, what's up? How's it going?
It's going.
Here
It's
I am.
We were supposed to have another friend of mine, Miss Lisa Oakes, on today, but unfortunately, I don't think she seen my message in time. So, yes,
Okay.
and hopefully, I'm not frozen still because it looks frozen on my end, but I hope I'm not. But whatever.
You
I
look a
can hear
little
you.
frozen, like the movie.
Yeah, like what's going on?
And then
Oh,
she
you're black.
disappeared.
My internet dropped out for a second.
Ain't just me.
I mean,
Mhm.
so has anybody did like a alien like studying or checking that out? Anyone?
No,
No one?
I haven't, but they're real.
Hey,
We're gonna
that's
get the
right.
alien. Here we go. I should come back on.
Still black. I'm scared.
Oh man. Why is my internet dropping out? Okay. Well, if I'm
I
in
can
the
hear you.
yeah, if I'm in the dark, I'm in the dark. It is what it is. So, Let's go ahead and Tayana, you weren't on last week. We'll have you start off.
Okay.
And
Excited.
us, you know, how your religion or spirituality is. Like, what is it that, you know, keeps you going and motivates you? What do you believe in? What are your thoughts on spirituality and religion and mixing those two, as in like tarot cards and stuff like that?
That's a really big question. When I was littler, I would have to say my mom took us to like a Jehovah's Witness type deal thing, and I didn't really know what it was, you know.
Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy.
This is my religion. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it okay if I hear with music? Is it okay if we have dessert?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yay!
But what I think about religion is probably, I mean, there's different kinds, so it's kind of hard. But I just believe like what's in my heart, and I mean, obviously there's something out there because, I mean, I feel like if we're created, something bigger than us that is created, you know.
So you're Jehovah
And
Witness. How long did you go to a Jehovah Witness church?
I was like young as heck. I was probably like, I don't even know. I was like in elementary still, but it wasn't really my thing. I only did it because my mom made us go because she wants to go to church.
Yeah, is she still practicing Jehovah Witness?
No, she's Pentecostal now.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
but
that's a hard religion. That's what I was wondering.
Where I'm at right now, where I live at, they're literally outside like holding signs, so like singing songs and stuff. I'm like, y'all doing too much. Like, like what y'all doing out here? You know?
Okay, guys.
But
So
I mean,
bear with me. Sorry.
I'm more spiritual. I feel like I'm more spiritual than like religion, you know. So.
Okay, I feel it. I feel that. I was just bringing up the Jehovah Witness side because that's a hard religion. I actually have a friend who was raised Jehovah Witness down the street from me, and me and her are actually close today. Autumn, if you're listening, hi. So I just remember like my parents would have parties, holidays, things like that. She wasn't allowed to come to any of that, and when we were little, we didn't like fully understand why she couldn't. I don't think she herself practices today, but I know that there's a lot of people that I know that were involved in being a Jehovah Witness, and it was really hard for them to make friends or, you know, different things outside of their faith. That's why I was wondering.
This is kind of crazy too, because one of my friends, he actually mentors or whatever, and I asked him like to come to my daughter's birthday party, and he couldn't come because they don't like celebrate holidays and like birthdays and stuff.
Right. Yeah. But I think that stems from Calvinism. Calvinism was like at the time before like the Depression was happening, they didn't believe in like dancing, singing, any of the religions, stuff like that. And I think Calvinism kind of stemmed into Jehovah Witnesses, and it's like 100 years old of a practice, but that's my interpretation on it. They kind of spun it into their own web, kind of, and they believed in like the new scrolls and all that other stuff. I mean, if they believe it, it makes them happy. The only thing I found hard about that church was like if you were a person that smoked or made mistakes, it seemed like that you weren't part of their church, or you were shunned away from their church, or you made bad decisions or things like that. They just didn't talk to you or associate with you. And I thought that was so sad, because after you were friends with these people forever, they're like, no, we can't talk to you anymore. And I'm not sure that's all the cases, but what I do know.
That sounds like a cult over there.
I feel like some religions can be cult-like. Just not really sure to put my 2 cents into it, to put anybody's religion down, to make an assessment until I'm in their shoes. But from what I know, it's not something I would feel happy pursuing and today. But to each their own. I'm sure somebody's like, I hate her right now, but I am sorry. This is all I know.
On top of that too, I went to hey, you can't be doing it. Oh, this is gonna be on the podcast? No, I was no, but on top of that, like I was a Christian for a little bit. I got saved and all that, you know. And after that, I went to like a Baptist church. I went to like different kind of churches, but I feel like whatever you believe in is kind of on you, you know. Because I mean, you can like take stuff from here, take stuff from there, you know. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's kind of like what you believe. You know, they can tell you anything they want, but do you actually believe it? Do you actually, you know? I just feel like it's kind of hard to believe like what they. I don't know. It's difficult nowadays, to be honest. There's so many different religions, you know, like so many.
Bear with me, you guys. Trying to fix my camera.
I personally feel about religion. I did some like back work and study on religion and history of religion. It's really kind of cool if you get into that why I like preach this, but it's like really cool to realize there's a science and a real religion behind all of these faiths. And there's are things that you can't explain. So a lot of people that were in science now, they believed in science and religion after doing this study across the world. And I just want to touch base with you. You went to church as a Christian, but you decided that faith wasn't for you.
Right.
And why do you think you came to that decision internally?
I'm not saying like what they were studying and stuff like that, but I feel like in my heart, I mean, I just feel like I need to go to church to like be spiritual. I mean, I know it helps. Don't get me, but I feel like you can do it on your alone time. You can talk to them what you want to. You can. I feel like you can build your own religion in a good way though. You know, not that way obviously, but like you know,
Okay.
you can do it.
I'm
There's stuff you can
spiritual.
do. Yeah.
Right,
See,
so-
I feel like that's more. I feel like more spiritual than religion. I mean, back in the day too, like you had more people like spiritual. You know, like praying to the gods, praying to this, praying to that.
So
I mean,
how do
ain't that
you
the same
feel
thing?
about Alicia's line of work? How do you feel about her being a medium and being able to talk to like families about murder victims and things like that?
I don't even know what to say. Man.
While our actually host is having issues, I wanted to ask this question because it was like an avoidance in you, and since I feel everything, like I said in a weird, odd way, I felt that back and forth tension. So I wanted to ask openly about it. How do you feel about what Alicia does for a living, and how does it attribute to you? What do you believe? What you don't believe? What you think is bad and good, just from going to church or your personal feelings? How do you feel about all of that?
Wait, what does he do exactly? Like, what's your?
I'm a psychic medium, so I can connect the deceased loved ones, and I do a lot of cold case murder readings for families so that they can get closure.
I mean, how does it work exactly?
How does it? Well, that is like the hardest question ever because everybody said, "How do I do it?" Like, there's not any specific thing that I do. It just kind of comes. And
Right. I mean, that's something too. Like, I feel like that's like a calling almost. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I
that's
mean,
what I
how
feel
many
it is.
people
It's
do
like
that?
a gift from God. Me
I mean, how many people?
personally, I know a lot of psychic mediums, but as far as them actually on cold cases or doing what I do, I honestly don't know any.
Right. That's crazy. Well, I mean,
So Alicia,
I
tell
can't
us
really
a
explain
cool
that.
story.
Yeah.
I don't
Tell
want to
you
interrupt
what.
you. Tell me a cool story lately. What do you think has inspired you to keep doing the work that you're doing in your life?
I do it. Well, the main thing is because when I do murder readings for other families, it kind of helps me heal for my own family's murder by helping somebody else and being that voice that they lost. So that's pretty cool about it. And then me experience, I don't know, I was just at work the other day and like my register started going crazy on me at 5. All 5 just kept coming across the screen.
That's
Oh,
a
wow.
little intense.
I recently went to like Family Dollar and got to the front of the line. Like the employees were mad because they were about to close. I promise you, the whole register just completely shut down on that. And I was like, oh no.
Wow.
I
I'm
mean,
like, oh no.
what can you do?
So-
I mean, in that situation.
Right. A lot of it comes from energy though. Like I connect straight to energy. So that's kind of neat.
That's
Okay.
crazy. That's awesome.
There
How'd
we
you like get into it? Like, what made you want to do it? Like, how'd you
Well,
know how to like?
I'm actually a born medium, so it's like my gifts are in here, like passed down in my family.
Oh,
I'm the
Oh,
yeah, I'm actually the first born granddaughter, so it comes
whatever.
straight from my grandmother.
oh,
And I started practicing like 4 years ago. Like nobody told me anything about my gifts. They actually hid them until I went to my grandma. I started asking her questions and did a reading. She was like, "Whoa, we need to talk." So that's kind of
that's great.
how I found out. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Kara, how's it going up there, girl? What is happening to
Something
you?
something is trying to stop me today. No, I
Gotta continue
think
to keep our camera on.
look, my
Right.
camera, my actual Canon camera stopped working. I think the battery died. I don't know, but it had just a battery, so I don't know how it died so quick. And then, my webcam, it's been tweaking out. So I'm using my laptop and I don't like the way it looks. So just, it is what it is, though. I mean, I can't help it.
Right.
So I'll have it together for next week.
Cool. Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
echoing.
thanks, Al. Okay.
So, how does everybody feel about doing a haunted podcast at a haunted place? I want
I
to
think that'd be
know.
Well,
And we
so
gotta
there-
cool.
find the alien guy. I mean, I
I
know
am-
how Alicia feels.
I'm working on the alien guy. I'm working on it.
The alien guy.
I need the
I would
alien
love
guy.
to do it.
No,
Yeah,
the
the
alien
guy
guy.
who believes in aliens.
I mean, he has more knowledge of what he thinks happened around the world at those times. And they go, "What?" I said, "Yeah, because he like into the architect behind all of that. I guarantee it. It's
Mhm.
how can you explain some things?" And I like stop when I look at them, go, I really can't tell you how that man carried that rock. Obviously, it happened. How do you feel about that? Boom.
What
I
do
don't
they
know.
look
Yeah.
like? What does he say they look
I'm
like?
sorry.
What does he say they
Hey,
look like?
Jen.
Like what's
Are
their
you talking to
features?
me?
Yes. And he's
No,
talking about the aliens?
Jen. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
And he's talking about the aliens?
Oh, I want to meet somebody that has like a big, ideas about aliens. Like they have,
Okay.
this common knowledge. Like they watch the national channels, they've done their research and things like that. I don't have a lot of input into it. I just want it to be
Yeah.
real. that they go, yeah, I do, absolutely. I do not think in all of the universe that we're the only things that exist. There's no way.
Right.
Mm-mm.
It's like
No way.
impossible.
There's no way.
I
And I
remember
want to know
when
what
I
they have to say. Let's invite those aliens on. What
Right,
do you
those
have
are
to
real.
say? I hope aliens
would
look
be-
like us.
Yeah,
Like
Do you
that'd be
show up
believe
cool.
that?
like,
Do you believe that there's a Men in Black type of vibe going on?
God, I hope so. Did I say that out loud? Y'all heard that, right?
We heard that. That's
I
all
really
live.
hope so. I'd be like,
I'm-
no,
That'd
let
be-
me remember it.
I just think it's so crazy how like they were so big back then, like the people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Oh, I think people have a warped sense of who, aliens may be, what they're set out to be, from movies and Hollywood and all that other stuff. I mean, if we're such corrupt people, would you want to come talk to us? They're probably looking at us going, "What is wrong with y'all? We keep saving
Right.
you like we're floating on a rock.
Right.
There is no way
Literally.
that out of this whole time that we're saved as a human race with everything that's floating around us. If you really think about our existence, it's its own freaking miracle. And I'm sure there's some people that do study aliens and outer space that would be able to freak us out even more. I'm so sure of
Mhm.
that. I'm
Yeah.
sure there is some type of way. Like, where's the Scientologist? Where's that guy? Scientology.
What
I'll call you.
exactly?
I mean,
So-
the way I see it though. Oh, sorry. What are you saying?
Go ahead.
I was
Alicia,
thinking
you were
about
saying
like.
something?
What
Oh,
exactly is Scientology?
Did you say gynecology or Scientology?
Scientology.
Girl, I do not have enough time to explain gynecology to you. I'm pretty sure you have your own children now.
High five.
yeah, she knows. She knows.
Scientology.
Oh, Scientology, like Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Jada Smith jumping into lava thing.
I mean, but
whatever.
I don't know much about it, but like, what is their main belief? Do you know that or no?
I really, it's from what I've read, and it's probably completely wrong because I hadn't turned it off because my own Christian mind was just like, it's too much. It was like
Mhm.
focused on people being thrown, God was thrown, or someone was thrown into a volcano, and everything existed from the burst of this volcano. Something with a
Oh,
volcano.
man.
And this is what I'm saying. Someone's going to be real mad at me for that. I could be totally wrong, but I know it involves a volcano. This is
That's
where I'm
weird.
at.
That's crazy.
And it's like your brain just can't even concept it for some reason.
Right.
Like somebody walked into a volcano and boof, here we are. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
that
Who made
doesn't
that up?
explain a lot. I don't know. But Tom Cruise believed that stuff. So, I mean, they were really convincing because Will Smith went right along with it. I
Oh,
was like, where
wow.
you going, man?
yeah.
It's like trying to
That's
stop your
sad.
friend from jumping off a cliff. You're like, where are you going?
So the whole reason why we even started to talk and brought this topic onto the show is because it was brought to my attention, and it's a big debate. Different opinions on it, and me personally, like I'm a Christian, and I believe in Jesus and God, but I do also believe in God creating the universe, and everything comes from God. I know that Jesus saves. I know that Jesus heals, and everything that God's placed on this earth I feel like is for our use to be able to use, if we choose to do so. And if He does gift us with something, it's our choice to choose whether to use it for good or evil. And
Right.
those of us who do choose it to use for good, I feel like we get put into a different category to where people think that we're evil, but we're really not.
Not
You mean
at
like
all.
Christians are evil?
Yeah, just Christians who believe in like
But not
basically
it.
everything, who do believe that, because like I had like I said last time, like my aunt clearly called my name when I was in the basement and she's not here, like I could clearly hear her. So I know I have gifts, and like I sometimes come true, and like I know, and I don't, but I know what I'm, that I use what I use for the love of everyone and with everyone's best interest at heart. And like my ultimate goal is, to just get to a position to where I can help other people,
Yeah,
because,
for sure.
so
But back
like,
to what you said, you think that people think that Christian people are bad people in the sense that they call them Bible thumpers or trying to like bring them into the church, and they've made the church like a bad thing to go to give money or charity or do things within the community kind of bad, you mean?
I mean, yeah, to a certain, people do give Christians a bad name, because
Oh, that's for
they do,
sure. Like I
yeah,
can go with that, yeah.
because they do think that we we force our religion onto other people. I don't think that, like, my thing is, I know Buddha exists, and like I've read into other religions, and I believe that those people, like that Buddha existed, and those people have every right to worship who they want to, but I know who I follow, but I'm not going to sit there and judge them and call them bad people or evil because that's what they believe in. I think that people who do so it's kind of like laughing in God's face, because God created all these things,
Right.
Jesus died on the cross for Jesus is love, and you're not supposed to judge other people for what they believe in. And I just feel like, some people who aren't practicing that perspective in whatever religion that they believe in, it all boils down to the same thing. There's, even though you believe in this person or in this, it all boils down to one God.
Right.
And
I also think it's terribly hard to go to church. It's terribly hard to make time. It's terribly hard in busy life schedules. I think at the time when we all did go to church, we were probably young when we all went to church, and some of us continued to go. Like I was in my church choir, And even in between those times, there was times that I wasn't as dedicated to going to church and all the other stuff because life gets in the way. And then you have to work weekends, you have to work holidays, you're taking care of your kids, you're doing so much that it can pull you away from, you know, even giving that time that the rest of the world says, if you don't go to church, you're going to hell. Or if you don't do this, you're going to hell. And it's not
Right.
really based on a Christian faith. That's not how it works in general. And that's why I say, you want people to feel good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here wants somebody to feel good. They want to help somebody. He's a mentor. She's a medium. She guides people spiritually. Both of us being kind of the same in our Christian religion, we know where it's helped us through our lives get through hard things. So
Right.
I guess that's what we're trying to display to people and connect with people. Like, hey, we want to help you. Like, we want to help you in a better way. We want you to come and argue with us. Come argue with us. We'll be a small army. We're good. Like, we want
Yeah.
you to come argue with us. Like, if you don't believe what we believe, we're not gonna, you know what I mean, lose our crap. You know,
Right.
Mhm.
but we will listen and defend ourselves to what we do think is real or no. So there's gonna be probably some issues eventually that somebody's gonna come on and say, I don't believe in what Alicia does. I don't like that he doesn't go to church. I don't like that she practices and associates with people who are spiritual. I don't like, you know, there's that one
Right.
person out there that thinks like that. And if we can make that person realize that we're not against how they feel, we're just trying to make them see, like, we're people too. Like, we
Right.
want you to open your mind a little bit to, I don't know, take care of the people around you, whether they go to church or not. That's Christian to me.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to move a mountain for anybody in your life and you help them for the better, that's Christian to me. Like,
Right.
going to church and sitting there and trying to explain that, no, that don't have to be. I go to church because it makes me happy. I'm
Right.
not trying to make someone go to church because they don't want to go. It's a dedication. It takes time. And some people really don't have that, even if they wanted to go. And to tell them that they are less of a person because they can't go to church is kind of sad that they put that on people that don't believe that. I'm Christian. I don't believe that if you can't come to church today and you're not putting your 100% into church and not your kids, whatever, I don't believe that. I don't. Alicia earlier brought up that somebody thought that she was, what? Tell your story one more time, Alicia. What was that happened with this
Okay.
man? What he said to you?
Well, it's not just that man. It's been quite a few people in the last like couple weeks, I would say. But a lot of people say that because I'm a medium, it's not godly, and that God like frowns upon it, and that I'm not a good person, basically because I do it.
Right.
And
So
there's one that has said it is evil. And another thing is, like, I feel like witchcraft is all natural. Like when you write prayers, when you write spell work, when you burn bay leaves or sage, like I use sage and like candles. That's like an all natural thing. It makes me feel better. Not necessarily witchcraft, but a lot of people consider it witchcraft and say it's bad.
Mhm.
and does that like really bother you? Like, is that like really troubling you
Um,
as a person?
No, not really, but I mean, I want to understand their view better because I can only understand it from my point of view, and I was born gifted like this. So, I mean, that and that aspect a little bit. Like, how can I help it? How am I evil when I was born like that, you know?
Right.
Right.
That's huge.
I think maybe we should do a research study every time, like look in pagan beliefs and stuff like that, why people come to that Christian determination of singling you out as a fearful something to fear. I don't think you can control who you are
Right.
as a medium at all.
Not at all. This is how I explain it to everybody. I feel like when I'm doing readings, it kind of just pops in my head like popcorn. Like as thoughts, though. Just popping in her head. That's it.
Hi, Marlena. Hi,
Yes.
Jennifer. Yeah, so I think it would be good to kind of study a little bit of you, Alicia, because I really don't know a lot about what you do and how you feel too.
Right.
I think for the young man below us, maybe he's a mentor to a lot of youth, and being Christian or a part of that spirituality or whatever. I think you always carry good and evil with you once you learn it. Like, you carry it with you.
I think that's with everything. Good and evil comes with every aspect in life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel like no matter what. But I seen this one post that said, what is it? Let me get it real quick. I feel like it can be like a good and evil thing too, but it's not worded like that. But I get it.
I feel like being a medium, I'm in the gray area between the dark and the light, like directly in the middle.
I guess seeing is believing. I guess maybe if Kara was up to it, we should sit with you one day. All of us should sit with you and watch you with somebody and witness it. I think that would help. I think what people think is, okay. So like in the Bible, I'm not gonna lie to you, against pagan beliefs and witchcraft and all that other stuff. As far as like mediums go though,
Right.
it never says anything in the Bible that it's not a gift. So if you have a gift in this world to use it, you may know better of that gift than someone scared that doesn't understand what you do. So
Right.
if that hurts you, just keep in mind that they are not knowledgeable about who you are in your life. What we
Right.
believe in is a common practice. What you do is not as common. And I
Right.
promise you, if they knew you as a person, they would love you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They
absolutely.
don't know you. But people live in fear too much. They live in fear about what other people think, and that is the biggest problem we've all had
Oh yeah,
probably since age 1, where they live in fear of
exactly.
what everybody thinks. I say, who cares?
Yeah, for real.
Right.
Hold on.
Like I believe in that sort of thing, and that's the only reason why is because like I use oracle cards with angel oracle cards on myself. And when I meditate, that is how my guides and my angels talk to me through cards, and they also talk to me through guiding me to a certain page, and just a certain part of it will just stand out to me. Different how they communicate. So when it comes to that sort of thing, I definitely believe it. But that doesn't change the way I feel about, knowing who Jesus is and who God is. And it doesn't make me feel like I'm better than anyone else or feel like I should judge anyone else for different beliefs that they believe in. I guess it's just like, if I'm happy with what I believe in and I'm comfortable and I'm not doing anything to harm anybody, why not just leave me alone? You know, like
I think people have a hard time. This goes back to that's why people don't like to talk politics and religion so much, is because they are taught not to hurt someone's feelings. They are taught, if you're a good person, not to very vocalize your point of view, not to politically speak out against what you think is right or wrong. And there is those people that do. They're so like, I believe this, you're wrong, that's it. And those people make me laugh. I'm going to be honest. I'll probably start laughing and be very childish in that moment.
I mean,
I'm like, okay, well, why do you feel this way? And I don't think it makes us better people than that person. So I try to remember when someone's talking to me like that to like respect their view and opinion. But I'm going to be honest, if you're out there, it is completely hard for me. So please don't watch my face. I cannot hide my expressions. But
like
I hope they come on to debate. If you're out there, come on and debate me. I want you to. I bring it.
yeah, because like I respect everyone else's opinion. I'm not gonna judge you on it, and I'm not gonna talk down on you. But the moment you disrespect me, is when you cross that line, and I'm no longer gonna sit back and just let you do that. Like I'm gonna stand up for myself. So
They're out there, and I hope you're listening. If you're one of these people that have a very staunch religious kind of practice, there's a bunch of people here that would love to hear your point of view on why you feel the way that you do. Especially,
Exactly.
I don't think being Christian, like this young woman at the Alicia can be Christian and she can be spiritual and she can be a medium, and this young man can be a Christian, walking, taking care of, being a mentor, without going to church. You and I are a completely different breed. We're just waiting for someone to like challenge us to a T, like all of us to a T about what we feel and what we believe.
Yeah,
And-
I'm a little upset that Alyssa didn't come on today because she had that outsider,
yeah, that whatever.
Yeah.
And she wanted to
So-
take me on. So we're like, hello, here I am. Here.
right,
I'm just kidding. Lisa's gonna be like, fuck you, Susan.
right.
I didn't cuss. I almost did though.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We're allowed to cuss.
No. I think Lisa has a point of view of spirituality. I don't think she thinks that you have to believe in God, or she doesn't have a strict faith in God. I know there's atheism, people that believe in nothing. They believe that when you die, you just die.
It's
like,
kind
then
of
why
hard to
do y'all-
believe that.
It's like, why do y'all follow the rules then? Because if I believed I just died and nothing happened after it, I'd be robbing banks.
Right.
I would be an evil mastermind, y'all. Like, I'd be doing all kinds of bad stuff.
I feel like that's kind of weird how they say it, because like you can like feel
I
like,
don't
like
believe-
your body. You know what I mean? Like you have something in your body that like senses stuff. So
Yeah,
like
you have to.
that wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like we're you know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard to explain, but like when you die, like you feel like, why would you have the feelings you have if you would? You know what I mean? Like where would you? No, it just
Yeah.
There's a lot to
Yeah.
I
think
was just
about.
saying, I'm just saying, if I didn't believe in God and I just thought, man, I'm going to take a dirt nap and that's it, that's the end of my life and nothing else matters. And then I hear this from atheists before too, that there's a moral code to them for right and wrong and they follow, you know what I mean? They are good people. They don't want to hurt people. What does that have to do with stealing money?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. They looked at me like, I said robbing banks. I didn't say going on a murder spree.
Right. Just get the money and get out.
It's like, I ain't working. I have
Right.
nothing after this life.
We're in unemployment right now. No, I was kidding.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Kara,
That's
I
all.
have to
I'm
get
just
off
throwing it
here
out
because
there.
I have the kids.
Okay.
Did you hear? All right, but I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, but I did find that quote that I was talking about. You guys were saying like good and evil, you know,
Mhm.
well, good and bad. I mean, it don't really say like good and bad, but it was saying if you believe it will work out, you see opportunities. So that's like a good thing, you know. And then the second part was if you believe it won't, you'll see obstacles. So that's like the bad part, you know what I mean? So like, but like if you would have read that, like not knowing like spirituality, how to think, like your mindset, you know, like if you're just like a regular person, as I would say, like you wouldn't understand that, you know, like you want to understand it's like good and bad, because some people are like, well, this happened, so like that's it, you know, they're depressed, they're mad, they're this, they're that, blah blah blah. But like when you see like opportunities, like okay, well, even though this happened, what can I do better? What can I learn from this? What's going to make me go more, you know? So
Right.
Yeah. The power of positivity changed my life, honestly. So always looking at the positive and the good in every situation completely changed my life.
it's crazy because like what you're saying too, because like when people like try to do like, you know, when it goes bad, like people are like blah 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 blah. Well, you can't understand it because you don't think that way anymore. You know, you're too like the negative don't weigh
I
in
think that
before the positive. Like
you have to go through bad things to appreciate the good.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all here. Like, that's what I'm saying. We're all here because we all went through something bad to enforce something good.
Yep.
That's the only way you get the peace of mind that you do if you have went through something in your life that made you this way. So that's what we're defending in a sense. But That's my point of view. Like happiness is a choice, y'all. You know that, Kara. Like I always say that happiness is a choice.
Yes.
You could have everybody around you mad all day long. If you can believe you can choose happiness, you can. I've had stuff
Right.
go real wrong in my day. And I'm like sitting there
I-
smiling, they're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing, because I can't change
Right.
that shit.
Right.
Are you
That is
mad?
crazy.
No, I'm not surprised, to be
Right.
honest.
Like I'm surprised. No.
Just be talking all that stuff, Lisa, and like I'm gonna come on there and talk my stuff. Where's she at?
Right.
Yeah. Where you
But it's
at?
crazy though.
I'm just kidding.
It
I'm
is
just
crazy
messing
though.
with her because she's probably has an excuse. So I'm just talking crap while I have it.
I
She
haven't
can be-
even got a
You haven't
message.
met her, Tiamo, but she can be very opinionated and scary. Whew. Just
Yeah, she is.
I'm just
she's-
getting my
because
kick in
she's
when
a-
I can.
She's a strong woman. That's why.
Yeah, she is. Marlena too. Where's Marlena at?
Yeah.
Marlena, you should come on here. You talk coming up here.
Yeah.
Hey, Susan.
Marlena would be awesome to have on. She's very
Don't get that woman started.
too.
Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa Martin? We hadn't think about that. I should tag her in that. That's a strong person to have on.
I think next week is going to be a better week. So I don't know if you want to come in and join the conversation again next week, Tayamo, but I know Susan will probably be here.
I'll be
Okay,
here.
yeah. I'll definitely try to.
But yeah,
if I
a
can.
couple people bailed on us this week, and they got to come redeem themselves.
It's okay.
That's okay. That's why I think it, like, once we get through all of it, if we come up with topics and stuff like that, there's other things that'd be cool to talk about too. I think we should get Tiamo to come with us to a haunted place and let Alicia do a reading for us. Look at him.
Hell
He's
no,
already
I'm scared.
he said no.
I'm about to be like,
But we need him to do the crying thing in the phone. I don't
Oh, now you
want
want
to
me
be
to cry?
here. I don't want to be.
I'm
I'll
about to be
cry.
like-
I'll be crying too.
I'm like, take me, love.
I'll probably see something. I don't need that in my life right now.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I ain't trying to be
I'll be positive. I'm
traumatized.
like, happiness is a choice. Why the demons following me? I had to go mess with things. But
I don't mean to hold you guys up. I gotta get my daughter a shower and stuff like that. But I had a great time talking with you guys, and hopefully I can
You're fine.
be on next time. Okay.
Yes,
Come on.
absolutely. Bye.
Thank you for coming
All right.
on.
Yes, it was great talking. See you.
Yeah, I think this episode is a little bit of a disaster piece.
It is not. I think it was fine. I think it brought in a new person like Tiamo to give into like a
Mhm.
mentor for the society. I think that Alicia too may want to talk a little bit more about herself and what she does, and like maybe get into some story time. Like what makes you, what's your experience that put you in that position? Like what was your first experience with being, that person? Or what makes you think the way that you do? Like life story.
Right, right.
I want to know. I
What, my
want to know what. No, yeah, well, yeah, but I want to
Thanos?
know everybody's, like, just to put a
Yeah.
background spin to it, or Lisa can come in here and then take me down, and then we can do our.
I
spin
think we
onto
should
it.
go through the life stories of what we've been through and why we believe what we believe. That definitely, we should do that next week, because I mind going it more into depth than my story and learning all more into depth of your story too and everyone else's, because and how we got to the point that we're at right now. We kind of touched it last week, but we didn't touch it fully.
I think if we put a documentary behind us, like that, people would reach out to that more, because each of us have our reasons for believing what we do. Like me and you are Christian. We believe that Jesus
Mhm.
Christ is our savior. We believe what we believe because of our experience. I
Right.
think Alicia believes what she believes, and something started somewhere in her life, and we don't know that backstory. Like, what makes you want to come on to this podcast and talk to the world about religion in general, and how is it going to help other people?
Right.
Still think we
Right.
should do a Halloween thing.
Halloween thing sounds good. Oh, I can't wait for fall. I really can't. I'm excited for fall this year. I
They'll be like, what is wrong with y'all?
I'm really not excited about fall usually. I really am always sad that summer's ending and I got to buy school clothes and do this and do that. But the good thing about fall is that it's Halloween, and then right after Halloween, it's my birthday. So like,
Yay! So she means we're gonna take her for margaritas.
yes, yes, yes,
That's what she means.
yes.
Even Lisa, wherever
wow.
she is out there in the universe, and
Right.
Marlena. If I could ever get Marlena on here, that would be a good day.
I'll get Marlene on here. She'll come on.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
It's my girl. I love Marlena. Love her.
I know that's my babe,
She
but
is so
she's
awesome.
she is awesome. I love her. I love Lisa too. Like Lisa would be a good person to talk to. We
Yeah.
should do an LGBTQ.
And I'd love to have Haley on and actually be able to see her and let her speak a little bit more because Haley was pretty awesome.
I
to
like
have.
her. I like her voice.
Yeah.
Her speaking voice. Like she'd be like a good radio voice person.
She's a singer, and let me tell you, she is like she can sing, so it's so beautiful. It really is. It's like that gives you goosebumps voice. It really is.
We should
Like-
have her come on and just start playing her guitar.
She's like the
Or
new
doesn't she play the guitar?
Mariah
I shouldn't
Carey.
like. Ooh.
Yeah, she's like the new age Mariah Carey. She's so-
Like the Whitney Houston's and Mariah Carey era, or like the other kind.
like yeah, like back when Mariah like Butterfly and stuff, and
Exactly. That's what I like to
Yes.
hear.
yes.
I would love to hear it.
I'm actually going to listen to some Mariah Carey tonight now.
That sounds good. I mean, I'm probably going to read a book. I read a lot. I like to stay up on a lot of history and a lot of different, stuff. I like my mind to be open to all different kinds of realities. And sometimes you come across a good mystery book. Like if another thing about me is like I'm a big forensics person. Like I really follow a lot of that. Tiffany too, Frankie's sister follows all of that too. She would be cool to have on too because she actually sees and believes since she was a kid. And Frankie used to tell her that she was having dreams. Like she wasn't really seeing what she was seeing. She was having dreams.
Wow.
And her personality is like very chill and like you can just tell without the spark she's like just a completely honest person all the way down. Like she has like stuff to say and she always wants to go explore that. That's why I'm like saying I'll go by myself, but I really feel like this would be an interesting journey. I've always wanted to push that limit and see, since you have all those feelings and Alicia has all those feelings, I have those feelings, Tiffany has those feelings. I'm like, let's see what happens.
Right.
So I'm like, this is too much going on. We can make a ghost
Right.
show, guys. But
I
want
think we
people to
should
come on
do an
religiously.
episode. We should do an episode of going to a haunted place, a place that's really active. I'm going to research it. I know there's quite a few places in Ohio. There's one specific that's really popular that someone else did a documentary on, but I think it was only one person. So like, I think it would be good to go there as a group.
Yeah.
Get
I
that-
think you have to have the dedications from people to want to do something with all
Yeah.
of it. I'm here. Like, I'll go. Like, you
I-
have me. I'll go.
Things, so I mean, it just depends. Like, if I get that bad vibe, like that there's something that is really bad there, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's time to go. Like, I don't think we're safe here.
Oh, no, that's exactly why I want to go, to see if I can see something while I'm there. To see if there's a possibility. Because ever since like my backstory, like everything that happened to me, I've had a couple instances and now I'm getting happier and like working out and doing stuff because I go through periods of my life, I think everybody does, that are up and down. But when probably in the last 3 years, I realized like you have to choose to be happy. It doesn't just happen naturally, for me at least. Like not like depressed. I was not like depressed ever, like Makar Noir, like my sister. Oh my God, if she's listening, like just, there's those people that do get very depressed and very whatever. And I've been there myself in sporadics. I've never been to that point in life where I was just like, it's done, it's over for me. And my faith had to pull me out of that yeah, that happened once when my son died. That was it. Like
Yeah.
that's what kind of kept my faith going. But yeah, I hope that more people come to challenge us to
Mhm.
see what they have to say and know that it's all in good fun, and that
Yeah.
I cannot control my facial expressions. If you have not met me,
I can't
uh,
either sometimes. It's okay.
like being a like you want to be a TV host, Oprah had that down. She was just like, yeah.
hmm
And you got that going for you, not me. I'm like, woo, let me just not say something. That's why I'm like better to be on the radio so you can't see my face. That's what
You
I want to do.
should.
Start my own. Oh no, me and my friend Star want to do that. We want to do radio for sure. Like just to get people on and keep it going. And that's where my knack for that, like keep it going kind of situation comes from. But like
Mhm.
freaking seeing my facial expression ain't gonna happen, girl. You're gonna they're
Mhm.
gonna look at me and wait for my facial expression.
So next week, I think what we're going to do is we are going to go back into why we believe what we believe, and we'll see who else we can get on. I'm still working on getting the alien guy. I have my publicist guy working on it. So
Yeah, I want the alien guy.
yeah,
Where
yeah,
are you, alien guy? I know you're there.
right.
Lisa
So
will be ready to give her backstory and take me on.
oh yeah, she's not going to forget next week because I'm not going to let her. I'm going to remind her and keep reminding her because I think she forgot.
No,
So
it's okay. I just
yeah,
know. I just know to pick on her, so she definitely comes up and give
yeah.
her that push. But yeah, I'm just picking on her.
Thank you
But
all for
no,
joining this week.
yeah,
Susan will
yeah.
be back next week. You'll see her back. I might even make Susan my permanent co-host. We'll see if she accepts my offer.
Oh, maybe we'll talk about it for sure. I have a no. I'm just kidding. I would love to be with you and do it with you. I think we have a good thing, anyways. And I think people. I'm just funny. I just bring that weirdness. Just admit it. Oh, Susan's weird. I'm like, yeah, let's
Mhm.
go. And I'm not. I try not to cuss, but I can't promise that I always won't cuss. So I don't know if we have to PG it or PG-13 or rated R, but I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'll even
Right.
talk about my week with y'all. Is that what you want to hear?
So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you.
Bye.
Peace. Oh, my camera's not there no more, so I gotta bring it down. Peace.
I'm just gonna go to leave.
Yeah.